I will record my video of practicing English from the book Effective Public Speaking by Dale Carnegie. So here I will start. The kind of repetition that counts, but the mere blind, mechanical going over a thing by rote is not enough. Intelligent repetition done in accordance with certain well established traits of the mind, that is what we must have. For example, Professor Evan Goes gave his students a long list of nonsense syllabus to memorize, such as Dukes, Coley, and so on. He found that these students memorized as many of these syllables are by 38 repetitions distributed over a period of 3 days as they did by 68th repetition done at a single sitting. Other psychological tests have repeatedly shown similar results. This is a very significant discovery about the working of our memories. It means that we know now that the man who sits down and repeats a thing over and over until he finally fastens it in his memory is using twice as much time and energy as is necessary to achieve the same results when the repeating process is done at judicious intervals. This peculiarity of the mind, if we can call it such, can be explained by two factors. First, during the intervals between repetitions, our subconscious minds are busy making the associations more secure. As Professor James Segley remarks, we learn to swim during the winter and to skate during the summer. Second, the mind coming to the task at intervals, it's not fatigued by the strain of an unbroken application. Sir Richard Burton, the translator of the Arabian Nights, spoke 27 languages like a native, yet he confessed that he never studied or practiced any language for more than 15 minutes at a time, for after that the brain lost its freshness. Surely, now, in the face of these facts, no man who prides himself on his common sense will delay the preparation of a talk until the night before it is to be given. If he does, his memory will, of necessity, be working at only one half its possible efficiency. Here is a very helpful discovery about the way in which we forget. Psychological experiments have repeatedly shown that of the new material we have learned, we forget more during the first 8 hours than during the next 30 days. An amazing ratio. So, immediately before you go into a business conference or a PTA meeting or a club group, immediately before you make a speech, look over your data. Think over your facts, refresh your memory. Lincoln knew the value of such a practice and employed it. The scholarly Edward Everett preceded him on the program of speech making at Gettysburg. When he saw that Everett was approaching the close of his long formal oration, Lincoln grew visibly nervous, as he always did when another man was speaking and he was to follow. Hastily adjusting his spectacles, he took his manuscript from his pocket and read it silently to himself to refresh his memory. Professor William James explains the secret of a good memory. So much for the first two laws of remembering, the third one, association, however, is the indispensable element in recalling. In fact, it is the explanation of memory itself. Our mind is, as Professor James sagely observed, essentially an associating machine. Suppose I am silent for a moment and then say in commanding accents, remember, recollect. Does your faculty of memory obey the order and reproduce any definite image from your past? Certainly not. It stands staring into vacancy and asking, what kind of thing do you wish me to remember? It needs, in short, a cue. But if I say, remember the date of your birth, or remember what you had for breakfast, or remember the succession of notes in the musical scale, then your faculty of memory immediately produces the required result. The cue determines its vast set of potentialities towards a particular point. Thank you. That's it for the day.